Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, we will be coding a Python script to encrypt and decrypt usernames and passwords for the user. This script will be able to allow the user to pick a specific path within their user's system and write a file that is encrypted with Fairnet to that file with a username, a password, and what those username and passwords are for. The user will also be able to read the file and decrypt it. I'm not sure how long this will take, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, over here we have our fortune, our normal stuff with the fortune in order for my YouTube channel. I feel like that should be a staple of this YouTube channel. So, we'll read it. Fortune provides questions for the great answers. Number 31A. Chicken teriyaki. Question. What is the name of the world's oldest kamikaze pilot? Answer. Chicken teriyaki. I don't understand that. Hopefully somebody out there it is. And if you do understand it, please let me know in the description. Or in the comments. I apologize. So, let's hop right into this. Over here I have a to-do list. It's incomplete because I'm not very good at organizing my Python scripts, especially when I plan for them to be this diverse. So I know we need to start with imports. So from cryptography import Fairnet. I think that's a capital F. I have everything I need up right here. I don't know why I'm trying to remember. We're just going to go like this and go like that. There we go. I'm going to need to import OS, and then I need to import my other files here so that I can use them inside this, my main. So we'll import file path encrypt, and we will just copy that, Control V, and decrypt. So this is going to allow the user to define the path. This is going to allow the user to encrypt. This is the encryption section of things. This is the decrypt. And then this is going to be the path variable, which is also going to be encrypted. The reason I'm going to do the path variable encrypted is because when the user defines it, they're trying to hide their passwords and usernames. So, with that being said, it needs to be encrypted, because if it's not, why encrypt everything if you're going to give the path file in plain text? That makes no sense to me. We are also going to import term color. Actually, we need to import colored, so from term color, import colored, and we will define C as colored so it organizes my script a little more. Main function, calling functions, main, we're going to need to call that, I always forget, so main. And we'll put all this in a try and accept statement. I like to put a custom error message here. So we will do a custom error message. This needs to be an F string so that I can go like this. And then we'll give it a color red, because red equals bad. Everybody knows that. Now, I need to also test if path variable file exists. That's going to be this. We're going to be deleting that here soon. I just I need to figure some things out, so it's there for testing purposes. So what we will do is with OS, so we will go path equals dot slash, which means this directory, path var dot enc. We don't need all that. Dot enc. If path dot is exist path equals true, we will continue our code. Else if path dot is exist path, actually I need to do path dot exists, and I'm not sure if I'm using this right, so we are going to figure this out. That's our path, os path exists path, print is exists, and then that is going to be, so I think I just need to add an s here and remove that, and that will give us everything we need. False. Now we will call continue, which is going to continue with our script here, and then for this we will print an error message saying that the file doesn't exist, and we will try to create that file. So let's figure out how to do that. Initially we will say print error no file. We'll make this an f string. I always forget to do that. I'm just now getting into the habit of using f strings rather than the plus variable plus continuous code. So it's going to take me a little while to get used to that, so forgive me. Path no file add path equals input C for colored. Would you like to create it? And then we will give that y/in, and we will give that a magenta color, because magenta is a pretty color. And we'll extend that a little bit. If add path equals yes, how to create a file in Python. Parameters x. I always read this before I open it. Create. So we'll look at this one. This one I think will be read and write, write only, read and write, append only, read and write. Create files, use the x create. So f open. Does it already exist? And then we'll call that. So create a new file, but unlike the x command, the w command will overwrite any existing file found with the same file name. We don't want that. maybe there's a simpler way to do this, where we can test if the path exists with this right here, but I don't feel like going through another try and except statement just for this, so we will go create. How do we f equals open my file? Okay, so file equals open my file with text. So we will go like this and just move that over. There we go. That's with W. We want with X. There we go. Path. No, we can't use path. So we will use created path equals open, and then we will do I'm already in the directory, so path var.enc, and that needs to be in quotation marks, and then with the x variable, now that should be completed, and then we will continue, else if, no, actually, we'll just do else print. We'll just do exiting must have path. Make this an F string. What did I say? Path to continue. And then we will do os.exit1. I believe that will exit. Let's give a quick test to this situation here. We will do Python 3 as main, invalid syntax. So, because it needs to be in quotation marks. Continue, not properly in loop. If .path exists equals true, maybe we can just do pass. I don't want to have to define a function, but if I have to, I will. It's got to be here, def main1, just to keep it simple, and then we'll just main1. So if it's true, and then here we can also do, I like to know what is going on in my script, so we will go like that. Notice path has been created. Green, that's a good thing. We're very happy about that. This up here has to be red. And we're going to exit because that's sad. And then we will call our main1 function in order to continue. This is already getting a little interesting. I'm going to go through and label everything here. Path variable tests if path exists, and then we will put that as true, and then we'll copy that, false, and then we'll go here, add path, and then we will go here, add path with no question mark and exclamation. That way we can decipher those two. And then this will be the main starting point after testing if path is true. Okay, now we have all of that. We can run it again. Exception is E, expected indent after block. Expected indent block after function definition on line 26. Oh, there we go. Nothing's happening, so. No module named decrypt. Oh, PyCache. Okay. No module named de-encrypt. Look at that. Oh, wow. You guys probably noticed that way before I did. Okay. String has no attribute exists. We are going to os path dot exists. So you will go os dot and os dot, there we go, clear, try this again, exists missing one positional argument path. So it looks like I did need that within the situation. Cannot access local variable where it is not associated with a value. Okay, so we'll go print cheese. Random stuff, just trying to decode. Def main 1. Okay, so what we will do is take that out of the try and except statement. Except or finally, okay, else elif, oh, because I never finished that, so we will do this else pass, just so that we have that. Line 28, def main expected except or finally block, because it's right there. So I am struggling here, y'all. Let's just move that down, and under this, Control Z, Control X, Control V. Okay. Now we can leave it within that. Control save. Main 1 where it is not associated with a value. I don't quite understand what is going on here. It needs to be defined above where it is called. So we will go. There we go, and let's just clean this up here. There we go. Okay, now it tested if the path existed, right? Now we can delete this file and rerun it. Error, no file. Alright, so we got that. We're going to do no. Must have Okay, let's try that again. No. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's all working. Now we're going to do it again. Path has been created, and as you can see, our path has been created, and we printed cheese, so that means everything is working. Time for the really good stuff to start. Oh, this is always so exciting to watch the paths come into play. Okay, now we are going to define a few instances here. This is just everything that we'll need to do. So we will go 1, encrypt, and we will go here. Then we'll define 2, decrypt. I hate that word. It is so annoying. 3, and then we will say read file, read encrypted file, and then we will give an exit option. The reason a lot of people put 99 as exit, and I learned this a little while ago when I was working on something I've uploaded to GitHub. I will put that in my description of this video. The reason people add 99 is if I wanted to add an option here and I put this as 4, I would have to move it down and alter this, that, and my if statement testing the user's opinion. So you put it 99 because you're not going to have 99 options. And yeah. So now we can define option equals int, define it as an int, input, which allows user input and colored, because who doesn't like color? We will put this with an X because it is not defined. Enter option. Okay, and then we'll do if option equals 1. We will do, that is encrypt, so we'll do encrypt.main. Basically, I'm calling this .main, right? So that's how that works. Yeah, and then I haven't defined the main variable there, but I will be soon. We will get to that. Else if option equal 2, that is going to be decrypt, so decrypt.main. I won't give those capitals. Else if we will need a read file, read encrypted file.py. Okay, and then we will add that to our read and file. Okay. Else if option equals 3, read encrypted file.main. Else, and then we will go else print, and we'll put this as that. I can't do that, but I can do it like this. Thank you for using PassCryptor. That's going to be the name of the application. and then we will go os.exit with exception 1, meaning there's no issues, it's just saying exit. No reason, just exit. I'm not sure if you can create custom reasons. That would be something you guys research on your own. But that's okay. Now we have all of that set up. Let's go, and we do need that. That is where the user defines the path to the encrypted file. And we'll put that there, where the user reads the file unencrypted and encrypt user input. I think that decrypt and read encrypted file can go into the same thing, but with read encrypted file, I'm going to have it call the decrypt function, and I feel like it'll just organize it a little bit more inside my head. When we get to that point, I might decrypt file. I might alter that a little bit, but as far as right now goes, we will not be doing that. We also need a delete pass, because we want the user to be able to delete a password as well. I don't know how I will be able to do that, but I think if I just grep the, if I just obtain the index of the line or obtain the line number within the file and read it out, or I can test within the file the reason. So if I want to put my Snapchat password in, the syntax of the file is going to be like this. It's going to be reason, and then we'll do username, password, and then it's just going to be however many of those are added to the file. So what I'll be able to do is, say I added Snapchat here. I'll be able to read the file, check for the word Snapchat, grep that line, and then delete it. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I can do that. Maybe I'm over ambitious, but that is going to be the goal. I don't think I will be able to cover all of this in one video, but I definitely will be doing it. Possibly over the course of a video, might turn this into a series, as it looks like it's going to be getting very complicated. So, we have all of that up. Now we are going to start in the encrypt method. It looks like our main is done, other than the read encrypted file. Okay, so the reason that is 99 is I need to add this in. Right, and if I wanted to add this in, and that was 4, I would have to alter this and this to be that. And that would suck. So we don't do it like that. We do it like this. Now I can do 4. I already have that right there. Delete pass username from file. Else if option == 4, I don't, okay, yeah, I do. Delete pass.main. And then we also need to import that. So we can use it as a public variable. I'm going to move these around in the order we're going to be doing it. So we're going to be doing encrypt and then decrypt, because we need to encrypt and decrypt the thing. But the first thing the user needs to do is define the file path, and that will be right there. Okay, so that is the order we are going to do things. We're going to start with file path. So how do we want to do that? I think it's gonna have to be here. Maybe not. We will print define path for password file. There we go. And then we will do else if option equal 5, and that will be file path dot main. Now that is the first thing we need to do. So we are going to just copy all of this. I think it's good practice to just copy all of your imports into all of your modules, because you never know what you're going to be using. And I've had an issue where I've imported operating system here, tried to run it in main, and it not show up, and I get issues from that. So we're going to do it like this instead. Now we are going to define main function def main. Okay, now what we need to do here, we're going to do this. Okay. We need to allow the user to define a path for their encrypted file. Create said path to file if it does not exist. If the path exists, allow user to change inputted, and change selected path. Okay, so we need to allow the user to define a path. We are going to, of course, put that into a try and accept statement. I'm going to just go right here because I don't feel like typing all of that. Okay, now we need to see if the path exists. So we are going to do path user encrypted path. Actually, we're going to define that outside of it's not in a class, so I don't need to make it global, but I am going to define it outside of this because I want to be able to use it in these two. So let's see. Let's run with what we have, and then we will just go from there. We're going to create a new file, passwords.encrypt. Okay, so that is what we're going to use. /passwords.encrypt. Okay, now we need to test if it exists, so we will go here. Yeah, so if os.path.exists user encpath equals true, we are going to call main1, and we will define that as main1. The reason I can do that is it is a different module, so when I call the file path.main, it basically resets it, so it resets all its variables. And then we're going to go add path created path equals, notice path has been created. Let's add that created path right there, just so the user knows what path was created. So I don't want random things being created on my system. I'm sure users don't as well. We are going to just go like this. Control. Okay. We're going to take all of this right here, and we're going to put it right here, and tab that over. And then everything else looks fine. We will just do user encrypted path, user encrypted path, add path equals created path, user encrypted path. We are also going to print this. Well, we'll create a warning. So, warning, this will overwrite any existing file with the same name in defined path. Okay. And we are just going to put that as red, and we are going to copy that line and put it right here. Maybe that needs to go up. That way the user can see that before they input their decision. That might be smart. Let's save these. Okay. Now, I'm gonna just put this down for now and give me a full screen. That way it's easier to use. Path has been created. Path create. User open. Okay. Now, I feel like this needs to define. Let's see. Let's look this up right quick. How to, let's see, I done lost myself. How to define a variable for all modules in Python. Module wide. Okay. Here's what's going on. Only global variables Python really has are module scope variables. You cannot make a variable that is truly global. Or you just make a variable in a particular scope. If you make a variable inside the Python interpreter, then for other modules, your variable is in the outermost scope and thus global within your Python section. All you have to do, now imagine you import it. foo.x. Let's suppose you want to use one of your module scope variables as a global inside a function. As an example, Python's default is to assume that function variables are local. You simply add global declaration in your function before you try to use the global. So, global. Okay, so yeah, we need to define this beforehand, and we're going to define it right here. Variables global user encrypt path. I believe that is what it is. User encrypt path. Okay, and then how do I import that? How do I import that? Import sys this equals this.db name equals none. This sys modules name import db remote read-only access, read-write access, module name, variable name. For this, you need to declare variables global hello and global access from outside the module by using It looks like that is all set up. We just need to, no, that defines a variable. If not, when we test this again, we will, yeah, so now we can go put this as input C. Path name. Okay, okay, that will create the path that seems to be correct. And it doesn't seem to be anything. We just need to do, we need to import main. And then we'll do main.main. And then we will let them know. Path user encrypted path already exists. And then we'll put that as green because that is a good thing. Control copy, Control V, Control save. Now, one thing I like to do is clear the screen. How to clear terminal with OS in Python. os.clear. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Where do we want to clean it, right? We'll do it os.clear, and we will just add this in front of everything because I like a good clear thing here. Control V. We're going to os.sleep for 3 seconds. See, this is all things how to sleep the terminal with OS in Python. It might just be sleep and it's an embedded module. So import time.sleep. Okay, that's simple enough. Time. And that is a non-user time. A non-user defined module. All my user defined modules I like to put in one line. All my non-user defined modules I like to put under multiple lines. I don't need anything for that. os.clear. Okay. And then we'll do time.sleep 3. And then it'll call main os.clear. Perfect. It seems to be all set up. os.exit. Clear. Sleep 3. Okay, we need to do that there. Path already exists. We can, no, because that's initially tested. So the first thing that happens is it tests to see if that path variable encrypted is true. So that's good. That's it right there. Main.main. Okay, now we are going to keep everything the same. Notice path has been created path. And I don't need that because I'm just going back to the main file and it's going to start again right here. I wonder def.main main1. I don't think that is how that will work. I think I'm going to define this outside of this scope here. Just to keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Just keep it simple. And then I can call main1, which will just put the user back here instead of running through. So we'll do test path file, and we will alter a few things here. Test path file now that separates everything right there. The first thing that needs to run when you open the script is test path file for the path variable. And then this will add that. This is what creates that path. Now I need to add that path variable, whatever they add, to the path var.enc. So now I need to go to this, and everything needs to be separated again. Okay, now it's centered. So how do we do that? That test fix it if it exists. How do I write encrypted information to a file? Write variable to a file. Pipe. Actually, that is right here. No, yeah. We can encrypt it there. Stack Overflow is always the answer most of the time. This will give me 5 ways to do this. String rep pickle.dump. Yeah, I don't need that. So as with open sample.txt as f.write string the new line. Okay, so it looks like I need to encrypt the file and then write the file to the path. So here's what we will do. It already exists, and then we need to encrypt the path name. So allow user to define path. Okay, now we have all of this, right? Now we can go and allow the user to let's see. We will have to define. Oh, what did I do? Oh, that's cool. You can scroll on the top, and okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. We will have to define it above that. So def encrypt user path variable. There we go. So that already exists. So what was the option here? Define path for password file. And then we will just take the user enc path variables global user enc path. Okay, now we will do let's see, with open. Okay, with open user enc path. It looks like it needs to be defined within the, so I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it within the same function, and I will just put it under here, because if the path already exists, then the user already has that path embedded within. So we'll do that here. Yeah, that's the best idea. Adds path direction to file. Okay. Let's get on that with open. Okay, so now I need to encrypt a file. So we will go. I don't like that it creates a key. I think that the key is going to change every time. But let's give it a shot. Alright, so it looks like it's just fairnet.encrypt message.encode. Okay, then for the instance the fairnet class with the key, then use fairnet class instance to encrypt the string. String must be encoded to byte before encryption. So, okay, message is defined above, so control copy. Let's put you back over there. And global key, and then we will just define that. Fairnet equals fairnet key. And we're just going to copy this right here and add it right here. Just to be safe. I don't know if it's needed. We will figure that out very soon. Okay, fairnet. So encrypted file path equals fairnet dot encrypt, and then we will do user encrypt path dot encode. Okay, and then why are you being slow? And then this will be enc path file, and then we can go here. Path file. Okay, let me close a few of these tabs here. I don't need that anymore. Repr D, so we need to open it as W. So write as F, that doesn't matter. F dot write. Oh, okay. So user encoded path, and then we need to write encoded file path. It seems here he's using repr, so we will do that and then parenthesize that. And then actually that's already called, so main, I need to alter that. It's going to be test file path. Main.1, main, oh no, it is going to be I will never have to call the test file path from another function. That's a one-time run thing. As soon as you open the information. Now I am going to test with path already existing, and then also the path not existing. This, I know this is kind of long and drawn out, but this is the process I use to do my coding and programming. So let's just run it and see what we get. Line 5 in module file path. Line 39 unexpected indent. Yes, that is true. I don't know why it indented there. It all needs to be within the if statement. Let's try that again. OS has no how to clear screen with OS module Python. Oh, os.system, and then for Python, it is going to be, or for Linux, it is going to be different. The clear command is for clearing, so it's a little bit different. os.system. What we can do here is click this. Oh, nope, I messed up. Here, I think that is all the system, and then clear. I think that is, let's find clear. Find all. Okay, that will highlight all of them for me. Find all. Okay, I don't have any clears here. So what we'll do is just, as soon as we call this function, we will do os. Oh, and there is an unnecessary indent. Okay, it all needs to be under there we go. Let's try that. Sorry about that. Okay, alright, so we have a few issues that we see already. First of all, that has no color, and this has no color. We will make this magenta, because that is a beautiful color. Okay, alright. Now we are using define. Okay, what is, oh, because the path already exists. Control C, clear, 5. Okay, yeah, the path already exists. So let's try this again, actually. I don't know why it is doing that. But we get our path name, so we'll do /. Now, where is that at? Path var encrypted. Let me, yeah. Path var.enc. Path already exists. Function has no attribute main 1. Fudge. Main dot main 1. I have imported main. Let's see. Path already exists. So now that we know the path exists, for that was a mess up anyways, so let's try this again. Okay, I don't know why it does it twice. That's something we'll have to figure out. So we'll do /password username .tx.enc. Yes, path has been created. Okay, let's look. Okay, and it has encrypted our message with that. Okay. So it created the file with the file name and path direction already involved within it. Now I need to figure out what is going on with main 1. We are actually going to remove that. Main 1 find all, Control Z, Control save, Control F, find all, Control save. Okay, now let's try that again. 55.passwords.enc. Oh, look, I do have it right here. Still having the issue with not having the issue. Oh, because it is right there. So we have to change this to start. What it's doing is it's trying to read this as a class. And it's not a class, so it's throwing an exception. So that should be fixed. 5, module object is not callable. Oh, now I have to change that to start. I'm just going to change all of these to start. Okay, sorry, there's a lot of things. Start is not defined. If encrypt blah blah blah. I messed up. That mean. Wow, this is getting very complicated. Okay, 5. Alright, /passwords.encrypted. Warning, yes. Notice path has been created. Okay, and we are back here. In the next video, we will work on encrypt and decrypt .py. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. As always, if you have any issues with my codes or what I'm doing, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. This is the first video I've ever done with audio, so anything you guys would like me to alter, any